Women on the Edge are a complex mix that present many challenges as we enter into communities in an attempt to connect with them. We interview women whose life path has taken them to crime, addiction, and prison. Community takes on a diverse representation as we move from a bus loop outside a prison gate to the urban streets of the Lower Mainland to various rural towns in British Columbia. The women we seek may be involved in the sex trade, or they could be students at a local university. More importantly, our participants are women, mothers, daughters, and partners, and they are living in the shadows. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to interview women whose daily life in the community presents barriers to researchers, educators, and advocates who may be reaching out to them. During the video, we will look at approaching women in the community, explaining a study and obtaining informed consent, interview skills that are appropriate for community-based interviews, dealing with distractions during an interview, keeping participants focused during an interview, inviting women for ongoing participation, and how to end an interview. Interviewing is a conversation between an interviewer and a participant. During the conversation, the interviewer gathers and records information about the participant. In essence, during an interview, the interviewer is eliciting data in a respectful and compassionate manner. The interviewer should aim to create an atmosphere where the participant is comfortable to share their experience while maintaining professional boundaries. As community-based research assistants, we recruit participants to interview through poster invitations, emails, or by conventional mail. We also randomly approach women in areas in the communities where they reside.
So I just casually approach women, and then once I'm closer talking range, I'll introduce myself, and if I don't know them, I'll explain that I'm working on a project that would help women. I find it somewhat intimidating to approach women on the street, especially down in the east side. They're usually high and sketched out, and honestly, I really avoid approaching them on the street. I'm much more comfortable approaching them in a drop-in setting or while they're waiting to access a service provider in the east side.
Hi, my name's Mo, and I work for UBC on a project called Doing Time. I was wondering if you'd be interested in doing an interview on the 9 health goals women came up with inside prison. I'll give you a $20 gift card, about 20 minutes of your time.
We are constantly aware of protecting our own comfort and safety as we move through streets, parks, and buildings. It is extremely important that the participant understand the study, the procedure, the risks and benefits, and that she may withdraw from the study at any time. Confidentiality should be outlined in detail. We pause throughout the consent explanation to ensure that the participant understands what is being read to her. Women are also given a copy of the consent form. There are various challenges to obtaining consent within a diverse population. For example, the length of time that it takes to read out the consent form in its entirety and to make sure that the participant understands the study. The lack of privacy at coffee shops, on the street, or in public places. Distractions, including noise, interruptions, or friends walking by. The influence of drugs or alcohol. If the participant is in a hurry to connect with her dealer. We work quickly, but try to ensure that the participant understands all of the implications of giving consent. One of the most important skills in interviewing is empathy. Empathy means responding to a woman's experience without judgment and with understanding and compassion. The interviewer is witness to the participant's feelings, beliefs, and is privileged to this inclusion. As empathic interviewers, we give attention to the emotional state of the participant as we listen to her feelings, beliefs, and experiences. Empathy is best demonstrated as being present in the interview by active listening, open body language, head nodding, and subtle responses such as or I see, or thanking the participant when they have shared open-ended responses with you. Women need to trust that they will be respected and understood. One way that we can start to build trust is by using self-disclosure. We say something about ourselves, our history, or our present. In demonstrating that we have been in similar situations, it is easier for the participant to relate to us, and the language helps to build empathy, trust, and encouragement. Remember, disclosure isn't dumping or telling the participant your problems. It's a quick way to identify who we are and create common ground.
Addiction and crime affects all of us, right? And just because I'm doing this doesn't make me any different than you, you know?
Listening body language may encourage participants to speak and help them feel comfortable with what they are sharing with you. Body language should be open and inviting. Avoid looking at your watch or other people's activities around the room. Establish eye contact. Face your client. Lean forward and encourage them by making verbal comments. Establish eye contact conducive to the culture and be reactive in your facial expression. Listening effectively is an active process. Active or reflective listening means that we check out the message before we respond. Restate or paraphrase your understanding of the message and reflect back for verification. Keep the pace of your speech in sync with that of the client. Hurry up or slow down according to whether they want the interview to end quickly or if they seem to have time. Your focus is on the message. Avoid listening for openings to butt in or attack flaws or weak points in their explanations. Hear the speaker out. Don't stop listening because of your own emotional response to what they are saying. You can be accepting and respectful of the participant, their feelings and beliefs, without invalidating or agreeing with the accuracy and validity of their views. Conducting interviews in the public, not behind closed doors, present a number of challenges. Participants may be distracted by the presence of police. They could be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. A woman may have her dealer or pimp waiting for her, or she could be in a hurry to go get high. The interviewer needs to be skilled at keeping the participant focused and interested on the interview while eliciting accurate information. Maintaining eye contact, voice tone, and interacting in a sincere and genuine manner will increase the likelihood of the participant staying focused and engaged in the interview. Maintaining contact with participants in the community can be very challenging given the nature of community-based research. Rapport and relationship encourages participants to keep in contact for future interviews.
Do you know where you're going?
No.
Where are you headed?
Vancouver.
You can take the 7091 bus and it comes over there.
Yeah, I'll give it a phone. Okay. I'll put an envelope on. Yeah. So this was your 18 months. I'm going to do one more at 24 months. So that's what, in 6 months, right? Okay. Thank you so much.
Community-based research can be very challenging, but also very rewarding for both researchers and participants. We encourage you to reach out, engage, and learn from Women in the Shadows.